They cut the timber all in that area, and it's real thick. We got a north wind, so it's blowing out of the bedding, so we're gonna ease in here, put up the blind, put some antler grow on the beans, and we're gonna be ready. We gotta brush it up good. We're gonna take a tree jack, get her all brushed up good, be ready. I'm excited.
The 11th commandment is more than a name. It's a creed. Built on decades of chasing big game across the world, giant whitetails, faith, family, and a passion for passing on the hunting legacy. Every hunt and every story is designed to educate, inspire, and entertain. This is more than hunting. This is the 11th commandment.
Elijah says this buck's been coming in here just about every afternoon. This is the 3rd year they've been watching him, and he just really blew up this year, so we're excited. He's got 2 drop tines and another big kicker off his G2 on one side, so we're excited. This is what we do, this is what we love, and I gotta admit, I'm pretty excited about this buck. Time to put the secret ingredient. We gotta come up for a name for this buck. What you think, JD?
Gonna call him SHAQ. We own the SHAQ attack. Putting the antler grow to SHAQ. Beware SHAQ.
Can you believe that?
Out of all the names that we could have named him, we're gonna name him after another NBA player, SHAQ. I think it's Zonka, after Larry Zonka.
I can't believe it. Hunting season is already here. We are finna go get in the blind, and we're chasing a 200 already. I thought one day I might get tired of this, but it sure ain't happening right now. Check out my new release, the Keaton release. My buddy Gary Keaton invented this. It's a great release. Hooks just like most of them, but it's got where you can use your hands and fingers, pull back a lot easier. Headed into the blind. It's an awesome place. Got this big bean field backed up to this big track of cut timber. SHAQ has been coming out in that bean field for 2 months. This is where we've been getting the pictures of him. Got the blind set up. We got the antler grow sprayed on the beans. Great afternoon. Should be awesome.
Well, you know, there's nothing like that first day, knocking that first arrow on that first hunt of the season. Hurricane Harvey just moved through, the weather's cooled off, and I just got a feeling, you know, I mean, it's a good chance we're gonna see SHAQ on the very first hunt.
Opening day, Kentucky bow season. We're after a buck we call SHAQ. Beautiful, awesome, boxy frame, double drop tines. Set up over a big bean field. Got hundreds of acres of cut over timber. It's a perfect setup. We got a ground blind. We got it brushed up with the Tree Jacks Houdini. Got the Ozonics going. Table set. Got antler grow sprayed all over the beans. All we need is SHAQ to show up. We own the SHAQ attack.
Well, this little buck comes out, you know, straight across the field from us, and I mean, he's just pretty much on a steady march, coming right to us to where we sprayed the antler grow, and he goes to feeding on the beans, and you know, he's been there for quite a while, and it's starting to get late. You know, lights kind of, you know, getting dim. You know, it's prime time in the afternoon. He snaps his head around real quick, and I look across the field. Sure enough, our first personal sighting of SHAQ. He steps out of the cut timber into the beans. And of course, I'm excited. I'm thinking he's going to march straight across to us, just like the little buck did.
He came out on the exact same path that little one did. Well, first afternoon after SHAQ, we get right at sunset, little buck comes out. I look across the field, and there he is. Pretty awesome. He stepped out, didn't come in. He stayed on the other side of the bean field. There's a hump in the bean field. I don't know if JD would think he got a little bit of footage of him, but he went behind that hump. I saw his rack a couple of times, and that was it. But it was good to see him. We know he's here. We just got to play our cards right, putting in our time. The SHAQ attack is officially on.
Well, after seeing SHAQ come out on the opposite side of the bean field, which is where most of the trail camera pictures in the past had come from, there was no doubt in my mind it was time to make a move. We were going to have to get over there on that side with him where he's coming out of that cut timber. So it's time to move the blind. It's risky, but it's what we got to do, be aggressive.
Well, he walked out right there the other day. There's nothing good here. Nowhere good to set up, really. It's a great place right there in those bushes. But I'm just worried he's going to do the same thing he's been doing, coming out and coming down in this area right here. You can see where they're eating the beans all up and down the side right here. I'll have to stand here and cipher for a minute until I start getting that vibe. Can't decide where to put the blind. Decisions.
There's a picture of him where he come out opening day on the opposite side of the field from us. You see his drop tine right here. He's got another drop, sticks out over here. He's got a kicker coming off that side. Good looking deer. Let's see if we got another picture of him here. Beautiful picture. We went in there, we changed our setup. We put the ground blind up, got it brushed in good. And I always am real picky about my brush I use. This morning I cut 3 little cedar trees and to stick down in the tree jack, and then I cut oak brush. I try to find me some good oak brush that's got long, the stem is long and it's real bushy. Then I can stick it back on top and let it hang out over the front, and it just covers real good. And oak brush doesn't, leaves don't fall off like it does on a lot of the other trees. So we got the table set. That's a pretty picture right there. We're gonna stop by Elijah's lodge and see him for a minute before we go to the stand. Well, we had a front move through. It rained about 1 inch at lunchtime, and the weather's cooled off like 20 degrees. Perfect kind of afternoon. Moon guide says it's a 6 deer day, so we're excited. We got there early enough. We're gonna stop, visit Elijah and his brother. The moon guide says it's a 6 deer day, so I'm excited. That's the kind of day it was when we saw him the other day. That hurricane rain moved through, temperature dropped. He came out, right at sunset. So we're looking for a repeat for that. I'm telling you, these are the kind of days that I wait for during hunting season, especially when it's early like this. We just had another front move through. Yesterday, it was 85 degrees, hot, sunny, wind out of the south. The front moves through, temperature dropped down to 70 degrees, winds out of the north. It's got that crisp, clean, low humidity feel, and you know that it's a prime evening for a buck like SHAQ to be on his feet and come out in the beans early enough so that we can either see him and hopefully get a shot.
Ranges before the moment of truth arrives, because you never know what might happen. It might happen super, super fast. You might not have time. So I like to take some ranges early just in case that happens, so I have an idea.
go down. He's down, baby.
Yeah, baby! Yeah! We got him! Yeah!
Can you believe it? I thought we screwed him.
Yeah, baby! Yes!
That's what I'm talking about. Oh. That was epic. Oh my God almighty.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, if that's not a testimony to Ozonics, I don't know what is. That deer came in right here. He looked at us. He thought something might not be right. I got to get out of the blind and see what it was. He circled around, knew what he was doing. He was trying to get downwind. He comes right up behind the blind. We can hear him sniffing. I don't know if we can hear it on the camera or not, if it picked it up. I bet it did, because if I could hear it, I'm sure the camera could. He was right here downwind, and I was just, you know, you're in that mode where you're hoping and praying that, you know, he doesn't smell you and he doesn't blow and he doesn't blow out. Sure enough, we could hear him sniffing, then it got quiet, and we could heard him walking, and he walks out right here. I mean, I had said originally it was 10 or 12 yards. I don't think it was like 8 yards looking at it now. I mean, he was right there. I know a lot of people think it's hocus pocus and don't believe in it. We're using it every time we go in the tree, in a blind, wherever. Ozonics saved us today on a 200-inch giant here in Kentucky.
I mean, he came out the first time I looked, and he was walking right here, and he walked up right here and stopped, and he just looked, and we cut a little bit of cover right there in that black hole, and he kind of looked in it, and then he turned and went back and circled right there and come out right there beside us. I mean, that was crazy. Oh my God. He is an awesome, beautiful buck. My first velvet whitetail I've ever shot. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, JD. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's a stud. Can you believe that? Another double drop tine buck for Spook Nation. That's an awesome deer. I'm shaking like a leaf. I got a buddy, give me a call. Elijah Stewart, Western Kentucky Buck Company Outfitting. Man, he has put us on a tremendous buck. He has got some beautiful land here in Crofton, Kentucky. I can't tell you how beautiful it is. Lots of crops, lots of beans. He's been watching this buck for 3 years. He's been coming out in a couple of different bean fields. Last year, the next farm over had beans, and they saw him. He was a typical 10 last year, and then he just blew up with these drops and kickers and stuff. And man, he is just, this is my first velvet whitetail. All these years I've been trying, and it seems like I just never have been able to find the real big ones this early. And man, I don't know what to say. I mean, Western Kentucky does it again. I've been hunting Western Kentucky for, oh my goodness, 35 years, I guess. And we, I can't say enough about how many good bucks we've killed and how many good times we've had. And wow, Elijah, man, I can't say enough. I thank you enough for this opportunity. This buck's for you. Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Isn't that pretty?